Good evening. Back many years ago, my mom returned home from a convention at McCormick Place down in Chicago with a giant bag full of candy. As an 8-year-old, receiving a giant bag of candy, of course, made me overjoyed, but raised a question. What did my mom do to get all of this candy? Well, I'll tell you. She was compassionate and thoughtful, even when the going got tough. She was driven and committed to each and every person, product, adventure, and idea. But most importantly, she loved what she did. My mom recently had the good fortune of retiring from CHoF after spending pretty much her entire career building the brand and organization in the US market. Now in retirement, she continues the same commitment and passion she had in her work in continuing support of the Confectionery Foundation. And I should tell you, her golf game is getting a lot better too. I am incredibly proud of everything that my mom has achieved both personally and professionally, and I'm absolutely thrilled that she asked me to introduce her tonight. Mom, I love you with all my heart, and I'm very proud of everything you have done to receive this honor tonight. With that, I'd like to introduce my mom, Katherine Clark.
Well, thank you, NCSA Board and staff, for the nomination and amazing honor tonight. I'm truly humbled to be in the company of my fellow inductees and industry giants. Thank you to my incredibly supportive family and friends who have encouraged, inspired, and mentored me to do better and to be better. For the patience and fortitude my husband and my son and my parents have endured during my career, thank you. For the empowerment to try new things and develop new skills, an incredibly special thank you to Laura Christian, Sarah Clare, Mike Alured, Libby Taylor, Ed Wilson, Reg Groves, Dr. Rich Hartel, Pat Huffman, Jim Greenberg, and I could go on and on. And importantly, to the boards of the NCSA, the AACT, the PMCA, and the NCA for providing me incredible leadership opportunities. I'm truly grateful. You know, for over 20 years, I had the privilege of teaching at various candy courses or training plant personnel how to work with glossing or sealing agents for panning or starch molding. But who would have thought that the world of polishes and glazes would create so many open doors, but moreover, lasting friendships? It's because of these friendships that's allowed me to have the success and the possibilities to work with the future generations. Chip and Chuck know how passionate I am about educating and inspiring the next generation to see and experience firsthand how exciting, our industry is and is a viable career pathway. I'll never forget when my husband and I were at a dinner party and one of the couples had a daughter attending UW-Madison, my alma mater. The conversation quickly turned to, well, what is your daughter studying? Only to find out that she was a food science major. And I thought to myself, how coincidental. I graduated with the same degree and said to her I'd be happy to talk with her about my career journey. In the process, I invited the sophomore in college at the time to the Sweets and Snacks Expo. And to this day, we'll never forget the expression on her face when she walked on the show floor, and she was in total awe of how magnetic and how vibrant our industry was. And as a matter of fact, this young gal landed an internship with a chocolate company. Through the power of connection and experience, I realized I really could do so much more to promote our industry. The Confectionery Foundation, a part of the NCA, has given me an opportunity and a voice to let the next generation know of our industry. The foundation's aim is simply to create educational mentoring initiatives to foster an American-bound culture amongst students training in food science, or in engineering, or in business, or in communications, or in graphic design, or in packaging science, operations management, supply chain, just to name a few. Like the NCSA, the foundation provides a platform to unite the manufacturers, suppliers, consultants, retailers, all so that we can share our career journey or expertise with students. During the past 8 years, the Sweets and Snacks Expo, the Confectionery Foundation has held a career immersion day for college students. By forging connections with these students early on in their academic endeavors or their career development, I feel that we will be better poised as the industry of choice for the next gen. I've always been a big fan of volunteering and giving back with either my work colleagues or my family members or friends. My love to talk with high schoolers or college students about their career paths has been ongoing for over 20 years. Having spearheaded a STEM expo for 500 minority students at a local Chicago charter high school, or asking confectioners in this room for donations to an annual fundraiser for Cristo Rey High School, serving low-income or underserved students. Or just as recently, I was asked to meet with a young gal who was really seeking direction with a bioengineering degree. And my comment to her was, our industry would be more than welcoming to a bioengineer like herself. This has been my mission, which now has become my focus. It only takes one student to make a difference in letting others know about the greatness and generosity of this industry. So tonight is not so much about me, but about all of us in this room. And I think it's time to pay it forward. So please join me in promoting the greatest industry to the next generation. Together, we can create a dynamic industry showcasing the iconic brands, the lasting values, the high-quality ingredients, but most importantly, the best asset of them all, the greatest people. Thank you.